All right. Next question that I missed. Next email. This email is from Paul or Pablo. I can't remember. Making a video for you because I tried to respond to your email, but every single time I tried, it fails. It looks like you capitalized some of the words in the email address. I tried to correct them and it still fails. So your Yahoo email address that is being used for the form is not working, by the way. You're now recommending JNH Saunas. Why? I definitely do not recommend JNH Saunas, just for clarity for everyone else. Hi, and thank you for your effort. It benefits us all. The sauna type recommendations on your website on the best near-infrared saunas is confusing. Highlights Clearlight. You trash Clearlight. I have to quote, I have to remove my previous comments on Clearlight saunas, end quote, which comes across as not having any confidence in Clearlight at all. But you still list Clearlight under these are the 3 best sauna brands that tested the best. Are you only trashing Clearlight full spectrum saunas, but still endorsing Clearlight saunas without full spectrum? Please answer with a yes or no before describing your response. This will allow me to put it into okay. Let me make sure that I understand that before I comment at all. What you're probably coming across is some older content from maybe a year or almost a year and a half ago now, when I first, the whole near-infrared sauna content came about because I was sitting in the functional medicine doctor's office. I just had my mercury fillings removed, both sides. And we did a hair test analysis, and she was showing me the results. And, I had elevated levels of mercury. This is how I got into the whole saunas thing. There's no way in hell that I would be doing this stuff if it wasn't for that. No one in their right mind. You'd have to be literally insane to buy saunas and test them and, be determined to find a solution if you weren't personally suffering from this problem. It's too much work. It's too much money. It's too much bullshit to navigate the industry. And the sauna companies, they don't give a fuck. Like, really. Some of them are good. But as I'm saying, as an umbrella, the industry as a whole, the FTC doesn't regulate it. So it's shady, man. But anyway, I was sitting in her office, and she said, she was recommending near-infrared saunas. And so the very first sauna content came from my experience with what the doctor, all this stuff for the detox program, what they were telling me to do. And then when it didn't work that well, or when I found out there was other stuff, or I didn't really like it. And so here's where I went wrong. To give you context, that information is old, and I spent so much time, purchasing saunas, receiving them, unboxing them, shooting those videos, doing this stuff. There's about 30 pages on the blog. There's probably about 30,000 to 50,000 words that I have to go through and update because the stuff is outdated. I tried to cross it out to the best of my ability. I've missed a lot of it. It is misleading. I'm sorry. For the most up-to-date info, what you want to do is watch the YouTube videos in reverse chronological order. So you want to go to the YouTube channel, Clever Leverage, and you want to do a search on the channel for sauna videos, and then you want to sort by newest to oldest. That'll be the most up-to-date info. Trashing Clearlight. No, I have trashed Clearlight in the past, but that's because the sales rep from that Facebook Detox sauna group, before I was into saunas or knew anything about saunas, they were trying to shove a Clearlight down my throat. So I got pissed off. And when people asked me about it, I told them the truth. I was like, this is bullshit. These people are asking me what type of wood I want, and I still haven't even done my due diligence to even know if this was for me. Now, there was a period, or there still is actually, there is a valid point here. I am not a person that believes that you have to have a full spectrum sauna in order to get a good detox or to get the benefits from infrared sauna use. I believe far infrared is adequate. I believe there are benefits to near infrared therapy separate from sauna use. There's some skin healing benefits. There's cellular activation, mitochondrial. There's energy benefits to it. But the majorities on the Clearlight is the better one. There's other full spectrum sauna makers out there in the market. I won't name the names because the intention is not to badmouth them. It's just when you have a design that has near infrared behind a grill and it's just a small LED array of like 50 LEDs that's 4 inches by 8 inches. The amount of absorption that you're going to get at distance because your body is already sitting away from them. Then you place those behind a grill. I've used those saunas with the near infrared turned on and turned off, and there's hardly a difference. Like, you can't even tell. And so what you're probably coming across is some old information or time periods where me as a customer, before I was reviewing and promoting saunas, and I was struggling to find a good sauna, I got really angry about all this full spectrum nonsense because I went to the spa where I was paying to use a $7,000 premium sauna, and I swear, every time I'm in the middle of something, the battery dies. Maybe this is a sign that I should invest in some type of a corded power pack that goes into the camera. I think I was saying I was paying to use a very expensive sauna that had a little fancy control panel with all these modes, and you could like turn on the far infrared and I'm sorry, you could not adjust the far infrared, because here's the kicker. You could turn up and turn down or turn off near infrared, supposedly mid infrared, and all this other jazz. There was no ability to turn off the far infrared, and here's why. If you turn off far infrared in a full spectrum sauna, you will not have a sauna experience, period. Near infrared does not heat you up. So you're probably coming across some information where I got really pissed off because sauna salespeople don't care about the truth. They will lie to you just to make a sale. You know, they say that you have to have all 3 wavelengths just to get a complete detox and all this other bullshit. They say things like, you know, people like the near infrared sauna companies, Sauna Space, Sauna Fix, Sauna whatever, they say that you have to have near infrared or that it penetrates deeper, like all the way to the bone to get toxins out of bone marrow and all this other shit. But when you look at wavelength research, near infrared typically penetrates less because the wavelength difference compared to far infrared. So, you know, I don't know. People out there have all kinds of claims. Here's what I know. The truth that I know for myself, which is what I share and what I stay true to, no matter who's involved or who tries to get me to do what, is that I built those Dr. Wilson style near infrared saunas. I did an insulated shower conversion. I've had the stool sauna. I've tried all that stuff, you know, the triangular type of 4 bulbs and blah, blah, blah. I've been in the $8,000 full spectrum saunas. I've done this, I've done that. Those things did not give me the results or did not provide as good of results as the saunas that I use and recommend today. But I have made mistakes on the blog content, and I have not made time, I said made time, to go back and update that stuff. I need to do it. It's on my to-do list. I hope to do it this quarter. Let's go to the next section. So am I only trashing Clearlight? Well, some of that's old information, but there is something that still stands today. If you call a Clearlight sauna rep, they're going to tell you, they're going to steer you to a full spectrum sauna. I like the full spectrum, or I like Clearlight saunas. I'm not a believer that you have to have a full spectrum sauna. The Clearlight full spectrum saunas have slightly higher EMF levels, slightly higher body voltage, slightly higher electric fields than the Premier. So you don't see them on the certified sauna list for that reason. Is it high enough to where it's something that I would not use, or I would put it in the class of the do not buy saunas, like a Amazon sauna, the knockoff Radiant, a dynamic sauna, a Costco sauna, any of that stuff? No. It's much, much better. To give you some numbers, like some hard numbers, I don't have this on live video because I haven't come across a sanctuary again since I started testing and filming this stuff. But for example, if a Clearlight Premier has body voltage of under 200 millivolts, Clearlight's Sanctuary, it depends on the size because distance matters from the heaters, would probably have 600 to 800 millivolts. It's still under 1,000, which is good. But the threshold for the certified sauna list, I made those guidelines. Those are more strict, more stringent than anyone else anywhere. And it's basically set up that way, you know, to be black and white. Either a sauna passes the test or it doesn't. No amount of money or trying to buy their way in or any of this kind of shit is going to change the recommendations. It's set up to where I don't have to be the bad guy anymore. I don't have to do the policing. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is have a set of stringent testing requirements, put the sauna through it, and it either passes or it doesn't. Does that mean that those are the only saunas that anyone can buy? No. Does it mean that everyone should have that strict of requirements? That's up to you. I mean, if you're putting children in it, I would say absolutely. Does it mean that if you have a sauna that has slightly higher EMF levels than that and you've already bought it, that you should sell it and buy something else? Hell no. Unless you have something like any of the saunas on my do not buy list, like the knockoff Radiant sauna from Amazon, the Costco sauna, some of the other saunas from Amazon, no, I think you'd be all right unless you're suffering from some critical disease or have EHS, you're electro-hypersensitive, in that case, yeah, you'd want to get something else. And so, yeah, I guess to answer your question, yes, I guess I am bashing, a year ago, I guess I was trashing Clearlight, and now I'm still endorsing Clearlight. And yes, I believe that Clearlight far infrared saunas are great. They test extremely well. I mean, that's the whole purpose of certified saunas, is the saunas either test well or they don't. Let's get rid of this marketing bullshit. Let's get away from all the junk. There's no reason to send anybody a third-party EMF report. We're going to test it right here on live video. It's either going to do well or it won't. So it'll either be recommended or it won't. I hope that kind of clarifies. I think a Clearlight Sanctuary is still a great choice for a lot of people, as long as you don't fall into that spectrum of needing an ultra low EMF sauna. If you do, then I would go with a Premier. And yes, I still argue with salespeople and other people. This has nothing to do with Clearlight, by the way. Clearlight makes a great sauna. But I still argue with people about full spectrum. I still stand by what I believe in. I stand by what has worked better for me after building, near infrared saunas and all that other stuff, testing full spectrum. People don't like that, but I mean, that's my truth. So I have to stick to it. Let's see. Top 3 rated infrared saunas on Amazon. You state, I found this out the hard way by buying into a fake claim of no EMF, JNH Lifestyles sauna on Amazon. Everyone said it was so good, and then when I got it, it was a pile of junk. But then under top 3 rated saunas on Amazon, you state, below are the best-selling options of infrared saunas on Amazon that I would consider buying. Well, I wouldn't consider buying a JNH Lifestyles. Maybe the page is broken or something. The first part of that is true. There is no such thing as a no EMF sauna. JNH Lifestyles markets a no EMF or a zero EMF sauna. Doesn't exist. It's a fallacy. You can watch my sauna review on the JNH Lifestyles no EMF NZ. That sauna sucks. It doesn't have heaters that span the entire wall. Instead, it has these cheap little heaters that are spaced out like every other one. They're built out of furring strip scrap wood. Like, it's a complete pile of shit, that sauna. And it doesn't work well. I had to add heat to the sauna to get me a good sweat. That's why I think it's crap. If there's anything that says that I would consider buying a JNH sauna, that's either wrong or something is broken, or I don't know, but there's no way in hell I recommend that company. They're made out of they have cardboard and shit inside the walls. Go watch my JNH Lifestyles video on YouTube where I turn the wall upside down, and you can hear the sawdust and all the shit falling to the bottom of it. It's awful. It's terrible. Let's see. Next section, dynamic saunas. Dynamic saunas seems to fall under the top 3 rated saunas on Amazon. Blah, 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 blah. Saunas show high levels of EMF, 50 to 60 milligauss. Because of the Amazon Barcelona bad EMF review, I am suspicious of all dynamic saunas. Low manufacturing standards. Since dynamic saunas are made by Celebration Saunas Golden Design, in their facility and built at their facility in Ontario, Canada, I would think all of their brands, Dynamic Golden Design and Maxis, are impacted by low manufacturing standards. Bad oversight from one company. Well, they're not made in Ontario. They're made in China. They're imported. I don't know who told you that, but they're definitely lying to you. Almost all sauna components are imported from overseas. Even the ones that you say that are made in the USA, they've got heaters and control panels. A lot of times the entire cabinet is imported. I mean, don't get the wool pulled over your eyes thinking that a sauna that's made in the USA is 100% made here. Very, very few and far between. Maybe assembled here, but that's how they get you. What you want to do is focus on a company that has stringent quality standards, that actually has quality control teams, and they're committed to ultra low EMF. They're committed to low VOC. That's what's going to make the difference, because you're going to get parts from China no matter how you slice it. So you can either accept that fact, like I did, and work towards finding the good ones and discarding the bad ones, or not. This is no one's forcing you to do anything here. I had done a deep dive into Celebration Sauna's Golden Design website and found sloppy and therefore very inconsistent descriptions of their product. Again, this points to more. Yeah, I mean, they're not great. I wouldn't buy one again. You can see my Costco sauna review, and they market them as low EMF. I mean, I don't see how a sauna that has 80 milligauss magnetic fields right at the shoulder in a 1 to 2 person sauna is low EMF. And Costco is letting them do that. Amazon is still allowing them to do that. These companies don't even know what EMF is. There's no way that that's going to get policed. So like I always say, until the FTC steps in and regulates this industry, nothing's going to change, which I don't see happening anytime soon. Sauna companies will love it though, because they can keep selling a pile of shit for thousands of dollars, and no one's going to do anything about it. Conclusion: if you do recommend Clearlight as a valid sauna, please indicate yes. Otherwise, state no. Yes, this is weird. If you do recommend JNH Lifestyles as a valid sauna, please indicate yes. Otherwise, state no. How about hell no? If you do recommend dynamic saunas as a valid sauna, please indicate yes. Otherwise, state no. No. The yes or no helps put into context any responses. Thanks for all your help. Okay. Hope that shed some light on it. Sorry, I had a really hard time with your email, but I'm going to, well, I don't know if you'll see this because I can't respond to your email. Don't know what your email address is. Have a good day.